God, so we stand up and
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, and thank you for this Christmas season. We ask that you give each of us a little bit of extra patience and kindness in this holiday season. Go with us and guide us. Bless the people who are here, and bless the people they represent. Help us to do your will, and we ask in your name.
let me tell you a couple things that we had to have another meeting. We had a computer glitch today. Finance office just had got a few sheets done, and you know it's the end of our quarter, so we'll have to have another meeting to finish out the quarter finances. Opening bids for the sheriff's vehicle will be rejected. John, I think you've been abreast of the problem with that, and we're all good. And I don't know, dealing with the federal government, John, that lots of times when we do that, we take bids, and then if the state bid price is cheaper, we take the cheaper state bid price. So it could be a little sticky on this one. If we bid and they're way much higher than the state bid, we might have to do a redo. I don't think the federal government will let us pick and choose.
Right.
Because they said we could bid them, but we'd have to ask permission. So.
As I understand, we have to choose if we want to bid or if we want to go by state contract. And the way the bill was written, it was by the overall state contract. If we want to do something different, we as a fiscal court would have to decide to do that. So if you want to keep with the way the grant is originally written and do state contract price, we can just keep going. If you would like, as a court, to decide to do bids, Big Sandy ad office and Ms. McClure, I think we
Virginia,
to do some additional paperwork to make sure that we would meet with the federal approval. So it's up to you what you would like to do. So
yeah, we'll do whatever John wants.
We'll just do state contract.
is that fine with you?
You know who had it? You know who, what?
Crossroads has it on the SUVs, but I'm not sure who's got it on the trucks.
I had Paul Miller may have it on truck.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that's not it. All right.
Need to vote on it?
No,
Not if we want to do the state contract, it's fine.
Accepting minutes from last court meeting, y'all should have had a motion.
No.
Second, all in favor?
Yes.
Appointment of the health board. Mike resigned, so I'd like to recommend Jared Sloan to replace him under the start term. Motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Clerk's budget, we're going to have to table that Tuesday next week. Won't be no problem. And John's budget also. Code Red, we had that little presentation and we've been dealing with this all summer. We got the contract, we got it to you, and we're all good.
Mr. Maynard has looked over it, and he had some suggestions in everyone's packet. A typewritten thing of his thoughts and suggestions. Josh has spoken with him today, and Josh can...
Yeah, I think Keenis was concerned about the 37,000 some odd minutes, or I think it's 37,500 minutes. Anything over that is 33 cents a minute that we would pay. Now, they're billed in 6-second increments. Okay, so if we send a message out that's 15 seconds long, we're using basically 18 seconds of our minutes because it's 6-second increments. So at that rate, at 37.5, he says, Thomas Knight from Code Red said that that's probably more than we're ever going to need. For a county our size, our population compared to other counties around us is kind of small. And I think Lee talked to Pike County's 911 coordinator, and he said that they have 35,000 minutes. And at this point this year, how many do they have left?
They still have 28,000.
They still have 28,000 left out of 35 in Pike County, which is significantly larger than us.
14,000 subscribers.
Yeah. So. I don't think that we would have that issue of running over. I think Keenis was also concerned with a 3-year contract. When I spoke to Thomas today, he said that we could do a one-year contract at the same price. And we can renew it annually instead of every 3 years. What the risk we run with that is the price going up year to year. So if we do the 3 years, we're locked in at the $6,600 a year. If we do, 1 year at a time, then $6,600 this year, it could go up next year, depending on their rates.
Wonder why he didn't mention that when he gave that presentation
Of the,
of the 33 seconds, 33.
well, that was in the contract. That's the 37,000 minutes is what was in our contract for that price. Now, we could go up to unlimited. Some counties do go unlimited, but if you go unlimited, you're looking at probably 10,500 a year as opposed to 6,600 a year. So,
So Pike County is at 28,000 minutes, and it's
Pike County's used around 7,000 or 8,000 minutes
Yeah,
this year.
that's what Doug told me, he used to say about 7,000 or 8,000. And you can pull it up and look at it, 'cause that's what he done. Now Johnson County, they go unlimited. And Johnson County spends about $8,800 a year for unlimited.
and
So,
how much have they used?
they've never went over. They said a couple of years back, they went over. They've got several different plans through Code Red, and they went over on their annual non-emergency minutes. At one time, they only had like 3,700 minutes, and they went over, and it really cost them some money. And I think Tucker and them at that point told them they wanted 1-year contracts, and they changed everything. So now they've got 7,500 minutes and unlimited minutes as far as everything else. And then they also do a Code Red weather warning extension, which lets all the warnings go out automatically from the Jackson Weather Service. And it's like $3,100 for them every year.
So I guess we can do the 37, and even if we wanted to do a 1-year contract, if we want to do it annually, then we can do the 37,000 the first year. And if something happens and we go over, we get close to going over, and we want to up the minutes next year, we have that option.
Right.
But if we do the 3-year contract, we're locked into that many minutes every year. So, but I can't see how Pike County has 35,000 minutes and they haven't gone over, and we're significantly smaller than Pike County. I don't see us going over 37,000.
Okay. Make it a
Well, Pike County's got 35,000 minutes, and why do we need that many?
Why do we need 37?
Yeah, if they got 37, and this is bigger than why do we need that many?
Well, they just upped theirs up to 50,000 because that's just the way the packages go. I don't know how the packages completely go, but I think 37,000 is maybe going to lower packages. I ain't for sure, but it sounds about what everybody's told me on the phone.
All right, motion.
I'll make a motion that we do the annual contract at 37,500 minutes, and then if we need to up them next year, we can do that.
I'll second.
All right.
So we'll do the 1-year contract.
I thought this was a 3.
Well, this is a 3-year, but he said we can do annually, we can do 1 year at a time if we want to go that route
For how much?
for the same price. But we
First
run the
year.
risk of it going up next year.
You don't have.
It'd be $6,600.
He said just, all we'd have to do is write in 3 and make it.
But if we go
If we
for,
go for 3 years, it'd be 20,000.
no, but if we go for 3 years, the 6,600 will be locked in for 3 years.
For 3 years in a
If
row.
we go for 1 year,
We'd be locked in.
no, we'd be locked in for 66 this year, but the possibility of going up.
Go 1 year, and you don't use nowhere near your minutes, you might go with a cheaper plan next year.
That could be.
We could adjust our plan based on this
Based on
first
what we
year.
use the first year, that's why that's pretty nice.
Got a motion second, all in favor?
Yes.
For 1 year at $6,072.
$672. Right.
1 year.
Do they send out boil water advisories on that?
What's that?
Do they send out boil water advisories on that? Because we'll go over, sure the world.
It can be used for anything.
Better get about 50,000.
Yeah.
Next thing you see is open cat bids. Did we just receive one?
We just received one, nobody else wanted to bid evidently.
And I'll tell you what, there ain't nobody to do it.
Now, is that a state bid?
That's different than the sheriff's. That should be the.
Reference Spartan County 911 CAD, RFP, CAD mapping, reference and highlight proportions and enclosed advertisement. Geo Connex Corporation, Knoxville, Tennessee, is that who was giving the demonstration, or that's?
Yeah, that's the ones that come in and give the demonstration that day. We couldn't get nobody else to do it.
66,155.9. 66,155.9. Well, I understand that Lee, we're talking back and forth with some of these guys, this is significantly cheaper than another.
Yeah, from our original stuff back a few years ago,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like, the other company had quoted us back 2 years ago, like $120,000, $130,000.
Motion to accept the bid? Motion. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Motion to pay what little claim list we got in today and the appropriation transfer.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Yes.
Anything else come to court? John, did you want to address the court? Don?
Yeah.
Come on up. Sue?
Well, you know, I'm John Dynamite, County Clerk. My biggest problem is I need a budget to work with.
Yeah.
Over the years, I guess, pretty much, that it's been the same for 20 years, I don't know, because, you know, the camera I got probably pretty good, probably in 1999, you know, small camera, that big around. We're having a lot more desks, a lot more people have do in the last 5 days. You know, like you got investigators coming, state police, you know, I got stuff, take a picture, and, you know, we asked for, you know, camera, there's no money in the budget to buy that. Another thing is, just like, you're gonna have to be looking at like an SUV, because a little front wheel drive in, I got, ain't going nowhere. Last year, I used my own personal vehicle to drive to go to people's houses. Last year, big snow clearing, 3 copies, between that 2 cars. When you get out, you're set. Well, as y'all know, most driveways, how the front wheel drive ain't gonna go. That's one other thing. But just, you know, just like in my office, you know, I'm needing a computer, I'm needing a seat, I'm needing, you know, fax machines. Everything I'm doing now is electronic. I can't do desk records unless it's electronic on a computer. Okay? I'm not got a computer. I do it on my own personal computer, work with
I
computer,
go work
whatever.
on a computer for you.
Huh?
They're working on a computer.
Yeah, you know, but like I said, it's, nothing, you know, just, I'm going almost 2 years at it, and I don't know, I can tell you what my budget is. So I don't clue.
It's in the budget.
Yeah.
The budget is in the budget.
Yeah, the budget's in the budget, but I don't know what the budget's at.
It's in the office.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, you know, why, you know, since I asked for a computer, not a computer, but a camera, but it's not there, I ain't no money left per camera. And I spent $96 this year for a top cover.
Did you get reimbursed?
For the top cover? No, from my budget, the $96 was spent out of budget. So what I'm saying, you know, it needs to be revamped, something that, you know, we need help, and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's all the year before, it's always, you know, in the situation, the coroner before has worked with the local funeral home, snow coming, they could have used the funeral home vehicle, whatever. I don't have that option, I have PLA with no funeral home at all. I'm a coroner, that's what I do, go permit from death, and somebody dies and go to Frankfurt, that little van going to Frankfurt on the slick road. You know, stuff like that, you know, we need to budget out the corners thing, that's been probably neglected over all the years.
How many bodies do you usually take in a year?
Last year, about 20 bodies I took to Frankfurt. And that's another thing, you know, the budget about part of getting transport, getting paid for transport. I called around all the local people about getting transport. Lawrence County charges $750 to take a body to Frankfurt. That's down there and not come back. That's up to the funeral after that, we'll get them. Florida County don't have one, they hire, the court itself hires just transport, okay? Johnson County is $300, one trip down, come back, if they don't do it that morning. You know, me, I go down there like I said, middle of the night, if I don't come back, I have to split that up to $150. You gotta think about it, is $150 worth driving all the way to Frankfurt,
Yeah.
and come for 8 hours, then have to work all next day. I mean, you gotta think about it. And you got a budget of, then you got a pay, then you got a payroll of $10,000 a year paid,
You know, we contract a lot of transport out for us, and they charge $1.50 a mile. And, they supply man drive it, vehicle and the gas. You know, your vehicle's supplied and your gas is supplied.
Right.
But, you know, this is a moot point, talking this time of the year, because we're just halfway into our budget. You know, you might have thought we had a calendar year budget, we don't, we start July 1st. We'll start in April, May, doing our budget for next year. And, you know, money's tight. We've done a lot of cutting, and, you know, it's something that me and Lynn will get together, these measures, when we start doing budget workshops, and see if we can add a little money in there.
Right.
But, you know.
But till then, you know, what I'm saying, what about doing now? I mean, you know, as far as camera and other supplies, I mean,
We're working on a computer for you, and
you
a
know,
chair, I guess they're working on getting a chair.
yeah.
There's several chairs around here you bring. But I'm not real sure that, you know, I know you gotta have a place, but, that's just like these magistrates. They never won an office. You know, you got an office, but, you know, somebody comes to the corner, we've had people come in here. And, you know, you work, you got a job. You know, you can't sit down in that office.
No, that's what I'm saying, though, like I said, somebody want to come in and go over,
Yeah, you could set an appointment.
you know, office and like that, set appointment somewhere saying, and right now, they, you know, meet, I can meet at the local restaurant, go over, who wants to meet at a local restaurant, go over their family's dead, somebody's inside of you. Right now, they come around, they sit on the top desk, they want to talk to them, I mean, that's what I'm looking at, you know, it's just, how long
Well,
is
we've
it?
got the computer and the chairs right now, and
Right.
then some of the other stuff. How much is your budget for, you know?
I have no idea, man.
I think it's 15,000.
The simple question it would be when you pick up your check, ask one of the.
Well, that was my budget, I asked it, so I had a office supply budget of $986. Well, I went to one and say, well, that's enough to buy me a computer and a fax machine, copier altogether. But at that point, I was ready to say, we're gonna find you one, they refurbished one over in the store, and then get the printer somewhere else, and they ain't using it, they're gonna bring it to me. Well, that's, 3 or 4 months ago, so.
Well, you get your computer.
Yeah, that's all, man, I just need some help, you know what I'm saying, it's just going, you know,
No problem.
Who's your assistant, by the way?
my what?
Your assistant, Coleman.
Well, I've had 3 so far.
Who you got now?
Right now, I'm gonna train him and be, Daniel Winston, he'll be starting on Monday. Like I said, it's, like I said, pay on, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to find somebody to do the hours we do,
You really kid.
you know, every other corner, the deputy corners everywhere kind of around is much more than I do, as a corner itself. They pay their deputies almost double what I do. But y'all know, I mean, look at it, you know, I get paid a year, you know, $10,000 a year ain't a lot of money to do this job.
It's a little more than that, but you got to consider too, Fort County 44,000 people, Johnson County 30,000 people.
Yeah.
They're quite a bit bigger.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's
But
just
we'll
like-
look at it, John, I'll get you the computer, they're having some problems with the new system. That's why that we're going to have another court meeting next week. And then they're going to take one of those computers and put in, printer, everything you need over your office.
Right. That's another suggestion I had too, that you all think about too, would be something along when the budget does come up, like Pike County. The way they do it, they don't charge the transport. Going to Frankfurt, whether they take 10 or whether they take 35. You know, you add that in a year, but all they do is they add into the corner of the budget. You know, they add into my pay, the deputy's pay, whatever, and they increase that way. So if you average 20 a year, you do a thing, and that's what the pay is. And you won't worry about no billing after that. Transport will be paid for, whether it's in the budget, that's added into it. That'd be something like budget, you're gonna say $10,000 a year, you're saying $20,000 a year, and you won't worry about no paying no thing. So, you know, if I take 25 bodies to Frankfurt in a year's time, that's $300 a whack, you're looking at $8,000 anyway, that the field sport got to pay that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Either way you go at it, it's the same thing. It's just one versus the other.
All right, we look at it budget time, and I'll get with you, and you tell me what you think that might help you a lot, we'll see if we can find it in the budget.
All right?
All right.
Appreciate it.
Anything else? Motion to adjourn.
Oh, you did do financial.
Yeah. You're the lead one.
No, I had to say something and beat it off.
Motion to adjourn. Second. All in favor?
Yes, yes.
Everybody have a very good one.